We've got some awesome picks for you. We've got some awesome fantasy shit for you. It's gonna be popping. So if you want some free money, just hang in there, hang around. Feel free to jump right in and share your thoughts and your picks, and I'll dump on them if I think they're shit. But if they're good, I'll tell you I think they're good. But if they're shit, I'm gonna tell you, bro, don't fucking play that bullshit. You know what I mean? If you're over here picking like the fucking Cardinals -7.5, I'm gonna tell you, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
Hey, what's up? Can you hear me, Poop?
I can hear you. So I was just telling the guys, man, about how. Listen, we got a hell of a show for you planned today. We really, really put the work in on this one, and we're ready to rock and roll, and we're ready to bring you winners.
Hell yeah! So what do we got? What do we got cooking today here?
I'm
1
not
p.m.
much of a
matchups
fantasy.
First.
We can roll with whatever, man. I'm just shooting the shit here. I'm just firing off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't even know who's playing a lot of these games.
Just
give me the matchups and I'll fucking shoot some winners out there.
I haven't looked at the cost values of fantasy lineups yet, but I mean, there's players I like. I don't know if they're going to be the best bang for your buck, but I don't know. I'm pretty this week. I think Kamara is going to have another good week. I don't see them slowing down. Las Vegas defense is just a dumpster fire, and they're not going to be able to stop that New Orleans offense at all. So
Kamara is going to have what, like 6+ receptions again, and maybe a touchdown, and let's say 30, 40, 50 receiving yards, something like that.
I have him as a definitely an anytime touchdown scorer today for sure.
Now Thomas is out, right?
Yeah, Michael Thomas is out too. That just means they're going to rely on Kamara even more, man. This guy, he's a beast. I don't see them not giving him goal line touches or anything inside the red zone. He's going to be their go-to guy, whether it's some screen routes, little wheel routes, but they're definitely going to run the ball heavy, especially once they start to get up a few points. They're going to try and control that clock with him, and he'll definitely punch in a touchdown today. I mean, if he doesn't, then it'll be very unfortunate for us.
I got an idea here. How about we go with some off the wall little bullshit, and let's take a look. Now, one thing doesn't Drew like to rely on that big tight end a lot too? What's his name? Cook?
Oh, Fant?
No.
Oh, Drew Brees. I thought you were talking about Drew Lock.
Yeah.
Cook, he's a decent, reliable target. I don't know how he'll favor him without Thomas in the lineup, because I mean they still have, Drew Brees. He loves, outside of Michael Thomas, he loves to spread the ball around. So after him, it's kind of, in my opinion, it's just who he likes each day. I mean, because there's some days where Jared Cook will go off, and there's other days that you'll have Traquan Smith who gets all the catches outside of Thomas. It really is all dependent. I mean, with Michael Thomas out right now, though, you might see them use Taysom Hill a little bit more too in the lineup.
See, that's what I was going to say. Why don't we shoot for a prop with him and Taysom Hill to get a touchdown today? What do you think the odds on that are going to be?
I'm gonna check it out for you right now. Actually,
that sounds like a sneaky little bet that we could get in there, because he might even see some mop up time. You know what I mean?
Taysom Hill to get a touchdown is plus 320. Not the best odds. Like,
he didn't get one last week. I like him this week.
Yeah, right. Las Vegas is. I didn't watch the game too much, but I'm assuming he's still a major player of their game plan. I just didn't get a chance to watch the game last week. Let's see, what other props do they have for him? Do they have any? I don't think. At least I'm just checking on FanDuel. I'm sure there's other sites like Bet Online and some of the Bovada, some of the overseas sportsbook where you can customize shit. There's probably some prop bets on him right now. if anybody has some lines on Taysom Hill, maybe we could tell you whether they're good or not from our opinion in terms of like rushing or receiving yards.
I'm checking Bovada right now. They've got this cool new prop builder thing on Bovada. Really fucking cool, man. It's the exact same thing that Bet Online did, where you can just build any fucking prop parlay that you want, man. And this thing is fucking awesome, man. And what it does every week is it sucks my bankroll right into it, because I end up playing like 10 different fucking 4 pick parlays with all kinds of crazy.
They get you. They get you.
They're gonna get me because I'm gonna play them, man. I don't give a fuck. I love this shit. I'm gonna hit one of them too at some point. But last week I didn't hit shit. I sucked ass at it. But I mean, coming in week 1, you never know what the fuck's gonna happen. Like I was telling you earlier, Jared Cook did get a bunch of receptions last week. I think he had 6, 7, 8. And Smith had quite a few as well. He did spread the ball around to a lot of different people last week, but I assume he'll continue to do the same this week.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, Chase is back here.
Touchdowns. Here we go. I'm gonna let you know Bovada, on their bullshit little prop builder, my computer's running really slow, has nothing for Taysom Hill. So that's really disappointing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of sucks. I bet they have it in the regular section. Anytime touchdown score is what it'll be. Is Chase? Can you hear us, Chase?
I don't know. He's either trying to talk through a microphone or he's trying to eat his microphone. I can't tell which one.
It looks like he's trying to eat the microphone.
No.
And I just want to, while we're here, just say that this hosting site, it sucks ass. We I don't know if I don't know what's going on, but we've been trying to set this thing up for 45 minutes, and between the three of us, it's been like 3 monkeys fucking a football. It's been
we might
pure
have to
pandemonium
potentially.
I'm taking the over on minutes it takes us to get this thing set up and running.
I mean, the over sounds solid to me on that one. Let's see. Do we want to look at some more props, some daily fantasy right now, or?
I mean,
I got a fun little teaser. So I got a teaser right here on the board. It's a 3-teamer. I love it. We got the Vikings plus 9.5 here. I don't know how the Vikings are an underdog. I don't know what the bookmakers know. It kind of scares me, but it's hard to not take the Vikings against a team that fucking shat the bed against the goddamn Jaguars last week. And like you had, who the fuck was he? I mean, I think they were doing a segment on it. Who was this guy who was running for the Jaguars and he ran all over the Colts? And then you're bringing in fucking Dalvin Cook. Like, he is just going to absolutely destroy the Colts if they play like they did last week. But I like them as the first pick on the teaser at plus 9.5. My next bet on that teaser is Kansas City minus 2.5. 8.5 scares me a little bit because I could always see a little bit of a backdoor cover potential, like in some of the garbage time where they're down by like 15 and 14 and they get lucky and score like a random garbage time touchdown because they don't care. So I'm sticking with them on the teaser at minus 2.5. If KC can't get it done by a field goal, I'll be pretty surprised. And then the final anchor on that is the night game. Right, the night game. New Orleans versus Las Vegas. I have it at the teaser score is over 42.5. So New Orleans is going to come out swinging, put up some points, and I'm sure even if Vegas doesn't put up a ton of points, New Orleans is going to be up by so much they're just going to give up some garbage time touchdowns. So here's my board right here. If you guys can see this, there's my teaser.
Very nice, very nice. I completely agree with you on that Vikings pick, man. I was all over that shit earlier, man. In fact, I threw a little dog parlay out there with the Vikings and the Rams, man. I don't see how Philly is giving
Oh
them
yeah.
points, and I don't see how.
I even have a little two-teamer with the Vikings money line and Alvin Kamara anytime touchdown scorer. It'll net you a nice profit. Let's see what the odds were on that again that I had. Yeah, so if you do the Vikings money line and Alvin Kamara touchdown, you are getting plus 400 on those odds. Those are odds that I really like. I think it's supreme value right there. I mean, don't blow your load on it, but for a plus 400 pick, I think that's an easy 1 unit. I wouldn't really go more than 1 unit on a plus 400 pick, but I fucking love it as a 2-team parlay where you're getting great value odds.
What do you think the odds
Ben's
are?
Saying something.
Oh, Ben's here. We got Ben.
Yeah, Ben said something about the Rams money line just moved. Let's see here.
Rams has moved to just money line. So the sharp money's fucking hammering the Rams, and I don't see. I mean, fuck, I got them. I took a money line earlier for plus money.
Well, right now, FanDuel still has them at plus 1.5 at minus 105, and then their money line is plus 110. I need to get back on a book. Sadly, I'm not in Pennsylvania right now, so I don't have a way to make bets like immediately. But yeah, I mean, I like the Rams in this game for sure, Ben. I mean, fucking, we know the Eagles. I mean, the Eagles can definitely win this game if the right Eagles team shows up. But we know them very well, and we know that they're a tale of 2 teams. As you saw them just last week, first half they looked fucking phenomenal, just destroying Washington like everybody expected. And then the second half, it's like they all went on a smoke break. They were like, we don't feel like playing anymore, and then they just didn't score any points, gave up like 27 to Washington. It was an abysmal sight to watch. It was sad.
Did you watch that game?
Yeah, I watched part of it.
That's unfortunate.
I know. I watched. I didn't really watch much in the second half or in the beginning because I just saw the Eagles scoring points. I was like, oh, here we go, because I had the Eagles. And then all of a sudden Washington just started scoring, and I'm like, well, let me watch this game. And then I was just like, oh god, this is over. This dumpster fire of a team is just gonna. They've completely given up. Like,
yeah, it was ugly. It was a complete shit show.
Nothing about Washington looked good either. Like, I mean, Haskins didn't look terrible, but I mean, he wasn't making amazing plays. The defense was just breaking down for them. Like, they weren't picking up receivers. They weren't covering anybody. It was just they gave up a lot of big third down situations that they should have stopped them. And they just kept letting them march down the field on third downs. And when you can't stop a team on third down, you're never going to win a game.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going to fade them this week. And
yeah, I mean, if you want to bet that game, I definitely would bet the Rams. And I mean, what's 1.5 points? I mean, occasionally games run like that, but I would take the 15% edge if you have something like FanDuel and you're going from minus 105 to plus 110. I would take the money line there if you're going to take that game. I'm not touching it personally, but we had people here talking about it, so we kind of just dove into that a little bit.
We do have some lines that are running a little bit. Yeah, it looks like Detroit is now getting 7.
He's coming in on
Giants. Looks like money's coming in on the Giants. Hello, Ben.
No, it's Chase. You guys can finally hear me?
Hello, Chase. Welcome into the chat.
Well, we can hear you.
Woo. Yeah, I had to go on my phone. My computer.
Nice, dude.
I think
my computer called it a day, it seems like.
Oh, this is much better, bro. We can see you and hear you. I don't know what it is, but this is great.
That's very encouraging to see, though. Poop. when you see the line shifting for Green Bay there. I still am not. I mean, obviously the paper bet says Green Bay is going to destroy the Lions, but when you look at the fact that it's a divisional matchup, the Lions always play Green Bay hard. These teams know each other. It's kind of scary taking them at 7 points at that point. But I do love them on a teaser. I have them on a teaser for I think I got them for the money line when it was back at -6. So I mean I still like Green Bay to win. I'm not super high on them -7 though. But they looked great last week. They destroyed the Vikings, who is a much better team than the Lions, and they're at home this week too. So yeah, I definitely like the fact that money is piling in on the Packers right now. It makes me feel a little bit better.
Well, look at Ben says money's coming in on Washington. Like I told you, man, I can't bet it, man. I can't do it. I can't bring myself to do it. But goddamn, 7.5 points. I don't know, man.
That's another one where I did not take the Cardinals -7, but I do like them to eke out a win. And I have them at I think -1 on a teaser. So I think they're just so explosive on offense. I don't think Washington's going to be able to stop Kyler Murray, DeAndre Hopkins, and Kenyon Drake / Chase Edmonds. I think these guys are just going to have their way with them offensively to an extent. I mean, you could even let's see what's the score on this. Check out the line here. There we go. Home team total. So yeah, they have the Cardinals over under for the game at 27. I don't know if I would take. I mean, it seems like a decent bet. I was hoping it'd be a little bit lower, but what about?
I like Washington if I had to.
With the points?
If I had to, it's not my favorite pick of the day. I'll probably just skip it. But if you have to bet, if you're in like a pool or something like what we're in, where you have to pick a spread.
I forgot about that. Somebody send me a link. I need to get those picks.
Yeah. Pick'ems and shit.
But that's the great thing about football, any sport, honestly. You can pick and choose which games you want to play. I honestly don't have anything in. Maybe sacks, maybe a sack prop. Because Washington got 8 or 9.
God damn, did they?
Yeah, they. Chase Young's fucking real deal, dude.
I agree there.
And the other guy is a real deal too. So, I wish I knew more of the Washington football team. They've been trash for the last 5 years, so it's hard to keep track of everybody.
I still think they're going to be trash. I don't think it was an accomplishment to beat the Eagles. So,
man, but last year they studded up and beat some. They covered a lot and beat some teams that they shouldn't have beat. I don't like betting against them, man. To be honest, in fact, I'm going to put them on a teaser. Fuck it, man. The Washington football team.
I mean, all I'm going to say is last week too, Arizona just reinforced my point though by beating San Francisco. I think they were actually in San Francisco. I think their offense is legit this year. We saw shades of it and flashes of it last year, especially as the season was going on, and they added Kenyon Drake, to the team. I think that team's only gotten better, and then they just went out and got a stud in DeAndre Hopkins. That's just me. We're still early in the season, but on a teaser, I like Arizona. I don't know about with the touchdown, but I think they're definitely going to take this game home for sure.
I'll say it again, man. They play good as dogs.
I think this could be line perfect. I think we might have a case where both ways win. You get 6 points each way, so
yeah,
maybe Arizona
exactly.
Win by
That's what I was going to say. I can see this. Yeah. Oh, I think it's a great. Yeah. If you, I would never. I hate teasing both sides of the game, but if you had to, this could be a good one, or even the Packers Bears game. I think that would be a great game if you really wanted to tease it both ways. I think the Packers win. I don't think they win by over 2 touchdowns though. That would be
Yeah. I think the Packers blow out the Lions. Like,
Okay.
I think it's fucking. You guys say divisional shit. I'm a Vikings fan. I just watched the divisional. That was supposed to be a 3-point game, and they absolutely bent us over. So I don't think they give a fuck about divisional rivals and anything like that. And like I said off camera, Detroit's decimated by cornerback injuries. They're starting a 5th round rookie.
Yeah, but they don't even have they don't even have Darius Slayer.
And they don't have the guy they drafted either. The Oza dude or whatever. I'm killing his last name, but the rookie cornerback that they drafted, they don't have him either. So they're starting a 5th round rookie as opposed to a 1st round rookie to guard Devontae Adams.
Pick him apart all day, man.
Yeah, to guard Devontae Adams of all people. It's gonna be a long fucking day for that kid.
Yeah.
He's gonna get welcome to the show. I got
what about
some
props? Do we have some good player props? I know I mentioned my favorite. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that Green Bay. Like, I mean, any wide receiver you want is gonna get at least 5 catches a piece. So if you have a Lazard over 3.5, or I don't even know where the prop is right now, but if you have Lazard, for example, over 3.5 receptions, I like that. Devontae Adams over 8 receptions, I like that, or 9 receptions, whatever they're gonna set his line at.
So just take all the overs on all the receivers.
Well, hey, whichever one you want. I mean, I wouldn't go crazy and do all of them, but I mean, it's hard not to take all of them. It all looks like low hanging fruit.
What do you think about this Dallas Cowboys and Atlanta game with the you think that's what I was looking at, man. Ridley's going to get a ton of receptions, I feel like, and I feel like Cooper's going to get a shitload of reception, and I feel like
I was telling Don
quick,
the other day, I might bet Atlanta over every week, literally. Like, I don't give a fuck what they set the line at. If they set it at 60, I'm betting 60. Like, their defense is fucking horrible.
Terrible.
It's real bad. But back to I was looking up some of the props for Green Bay. None of them are great, honestly, in terms of the odds. The odds they kind of give you with the lines are a little dog shit. Like Lazard, you have over 3.5, but it's minus 146. You have Aaron Jones over 2.5 catches, minus 164. Like, you're eating a lot of juice, but I mean, I don't see how Aaron Jones doesn't get 3 catches.
Parlay.
What we could do there is I was just gonna say we take a Green Bay wide receiver and we take a Falcon wide receiver and we put them together.
That's probably
they're both gonna eat.
That's probably
they're both
really
gonna
good
fucking
bet.
eat.
Right here on FanDuel, I only have Aaron Jones, Devontae Adams, and Alan Lazard as my total receptions for Green Bay. I'm just using FanDuel right now because I feel like most people are using mainstream betting sites, and I know FanDuel has the least options, so at least we can give some of those people the best options rather than because you can fucking pick anything you want, like we said on Bovada and stuff. So
on Bovada you got 200 fucking player, 200 player props. It's crazy.
No, they've really stepped it up with player props this year.
So does the guy take a shit at halftime is a prop. I mean,
those player props,
pretty much everything except for that.
Builders, they're good, but they're bad value in terms of you eat a lot of juice for being able to customize whatever you want. So you have to really like some of your picks. I wouldn't, you got to make sure you're getting value for that stuff. So I'll just say that for all you guys who want to use those prop builders.
I like Devontae Adams with Julio Jones and then Devontae Adams with Amari Cooper, and that's it. I mean, they're both going to pay even money, and they're both, if they don't hit, I can live with myself. Like those are both, all 3 of those should hit.
I think that's really solid fucking strategy right there. I
They
think that's
don't let
really.
you. They don't let you combine though on the same game, which sucks because otherwise I'd have fucking 3 Packers and 3 Falcons and 3 Cowboys, like, and just go for the 9. Just go for the 9-team shebang bang.
I mean, I think's gonna and again, I'm going on a game you guys don't like. I think Hopkins is gonna go off again today. Him and Kyler Murray built up.
He's fine.
They seemed like they instantly clicked last week. The guy had like 8 receptions for 150 yards or something like that. Like he just destroyed it.
That's fair too. The only thing that worries me about Arizona is the offensive line versus the pass rush. It's going to be Kyler Murray's only going to get 3 seconds. I mean,
that's
Hopkins
true.
Isn't going to be running. Hopkins isn't going to be running these long routes. So maybe reception prop, but not a yard prop.
Yeah, he's going to have to be
he's really good on yards after the carry too. But if you want to go that route, then I would even say maybe look at Kyler Murray rushing yards over 30.5. And if he doesn't have a lot of time, he's going to be scrambling a lot. And we all know that he is one of the faster, more nimbler quarterbacks in the league. So,
yeah,
pretty much even money for over 30.5.
He has experience versus Chase Young too. I
That's true.
Oh yeah, for sure.
State. I'm pretty sure Ohio State beat Oklahoma. I might be wrong about that though.
What about some games we haven't talked about yet? How does everybody feel about this 49ers Jets game?
Oof.
Niners.
Yeah, that's another game that I don't like against the spread. But they're terrible, but I don't know. There's something off that feels off about San Fran where I just don't feel happy trusting them at -7. Like I said, again on a teaser, I like them at -1, but for some reason I don't trust them, man.
Playing devil's advocate, they're going from the West Coast to the East Coast, and usually teams don't perform that well like that. So that's why you're getting that such a low line.
Yeah,
time difference fucks players up for whatever reason.
But no, they definitely look terrible against Buffalo.
Unless Boza hit the town last night and drank himself stupid, Darnold's going to be in for a long night as well.
Sure, dude. I mean, his line.
Darnold isn't Kyler Murray. He's not. He doesn't have the legs of Kyler Murray. He's going to get
he's not good. At least 3 or 4 times today. Or their O line is not good. They don't give him any protection.
Who's going to get the targets today for the Rams? Is it going to be Woods? Is it going to be Kupp? Is it going to be Higbee? I mean, anybody got any?
Your guess is as good as mine. I have no.
I was going to say you can never know with that team, man.
I have no idea what they're doing, and I think that's part of their strategy. Like that's what makes them get shitty wins.
It up, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to put together a fantasy lineup here. I was just going to throw some bullshit together real quick and see what I can come up with.
I didn't even think about that.
I really like Derrick Henry today. I really like Zeke today. And like I already said, I like any Falcon or Packer or Cowboy that you can grab.
Lazard is 5,300 on DraftKings, man. It seems like a steal.
I have shares of all 3 Packers. The only guy I don't have is Calvin Ridley. He was a little too expensive for me, but I think he goes off. But I think they had him at like 7,700. And I didn't like
you guys?
6,800.
I enjoy doing the 50-50s and the double ups when it comes to the DraftKings fantasy lineups. I'm not big on the big tournaments just because that's just not my style. I know I'm probably not going to win. There's just too many people where somebody's going to pick some random lineup with some random second tier tight end that gets 2 touchdowns, or has random Peyton Barber that runs in for 3 touchdowns because he gets all the goal line snaps, but doesn't get any real yards. The double ups.
$90 of double ups.
Oh yeah.
I do $90 worth of double ups and then $10 worth of tournaments.
Exactly. Then you can free roll a little bit on something bigger.
Yeah.
You guys are better than me. I'm a sucker for those big ones fucking every week.
No, man, that's like playing a scratch off.
I used to play the tournaments. I was gonna say I used to play the tournaments all the time, and I just got tired of buying lotto tickets. Basically, like you might as well just go to the fucking quick store right around the corner.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Buy
I'm not buying scratch offs
buy
today.
buy a pick four. Buy a pick four. You probably have a better odds. But like I said, I still throw my $10 in there every week. I mean, I'm happy, but I do the double ups too. I usually
that covers it, I suspect. If you play at least 2 double ups, and that can cover your entry for these bullshit tournaments.
I would say great value this week. Yeah, I'm looking at quarterbacks here. I think you get some really good value here with Kirk Cousins. I don't know why. Like again, I'm going to be a little bit higher on Minnesota here. He's only going at $5,900. When you got other quarterbacks like fucking Dak Prescott that's going at $6,800, I'm like, what? Why am I spending money on Dak Prescott?
Is Miles Sanders playing today?
Yes.
I don't know.
What do you guys think about him?
I like him. He's on my fantasy team. I didn't put him on DraftKings because I went high for running backs. I always go high for running backs, but if you want to go mid-tier running back or middle price running backs, Miles Sanders is right up there. And then both Colts running backs are in the conversation there. Who else? I'm trying to remember the prices off the top of my head. I'll come a little bit more prepared next week. I woke up at 10.
Yeah,
10
we were busy setting up a lot of shit this week. You know who has
a shit show?
Has good value.
Let's move it along a little bit more because we got about 10-15 minutes before kickoff. So
for sure, yeah, that is true. Let's get some more 1 p.m. shit in here. Or I guess we can talk about some 4 p.m. stuff. There's some, we got 2 of the big bombers going at 4 o'clock matchups in KC and Baltimore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're both over one touchdown favorites.
I actually like for sneaky, like for if you're just gonna play the 4 p.m. slate of DraftKings, throwing Tyrod Taylor in there for like. What is he, 5,800 or 5,600?
Oh, good Lord. Are you serious?
Just saving money there and building around that. I mean, I know he looked like shit against the Bengals, but there's a lot of garbage time that's going to happen in that game, in my opinion.
What do you think about Marvel?
There's going to be a whole quarter.
I'd start Cousins.
What about Marvin Jones today? They're going to be playing a lot of catch up there, huh?
Yeah, Green Bay's defense didn't look great. I mean, the Adam Thielen got 2 touchdowns. Everybody got. But then again, Adam Thielen's better than Marvin Jones. So
that's true. What do you guys? Here's a good one. What do you guys think about this this New England and Seattle game? How's that going to go? Because in my opinion, New England didn't look great against a pure caca team and the Dolphins.
I'm off that game. If you're twisting my arm, I think I took New England plus the points just because Belichick.
If I touch that game, I would be touching the over at 45.5. I think we'll see points in this game. I mean, Seattle showed you last week that their defense isn't what it used to be in terms of like the Legion of Boom days. And they gave up plenty of points to the Falcons, who do have a good offense. They pretty high powered offense, I would say. What they gave up, I think Matt Ryan had like 400 passing yards last week. So
yeah, but to be fair, a lot of that was in garbage time.
I actually think about the Cam Newton prop as well. The same Cam Newton prop, if we can get it.
Yeah.
That's the one that I fucking hammered last week, and Steve goaded me into it. Steve I have to thank you, Steve, because I had like $10 on that Cam Newton to score 2 touchdowns, and it was what was it, 10-1 or something? It was 10-1.
10-1, yep.
And you said you were fading me or some shit, and I got really pissed, and I was like, well, I'm gonna just put 2 more units on just for that. And so I have to thank you for that, man.
That's awesome.
That's an extra $200 for me.
I if I remember correctly, I said I know I'm going to regret it. I said I just can't take it, but I want to. But I said I know I'm going to regret it, and I said I hope you prove me wrong because y'all are going to smash, and you proved me wrong, and I'm happy that you guys smashed. I just was afraid to be the mush on that one, so I stayed away to make sure you guys could win.
Well, listen, here's something I appreciate that. And here's something I would do every single week is I would bet Cam Newton to score at least one touchdown. And I would put, say, it's probably going to be even money. So I would put a unit on that and then cover. And then I would also put another unit on Cam to score 2 touchdowns. Because I feel like that's going to, I'll be covered. Either I'm going to win big or I'm going to break even. You know what I mean? Because I feel like he's going to get one probably every week.
The scariest part about that was that he could have gotten 4.
Jesus Christ!
Fucking shithead fumbled it into a touchback on the 1, and Cam was gonna get dialed up there, and then they chose to give it to the running back on the 1 as well, which Cam should have just. If that was Tom Brady, that would have been a Brady 1-yard touchdown every time.
Mm-hmm.
But Belichick had to feed the running back and keep him happy.
I just feel like this is Cam Newton's on a fucking mission this year. Just tell everybody fuck you, and I feel like he's gonna get a rushing touchdown every fucking week, and I'm gonna bet it every single week for him to get at least one. Like I said, I'm gonna bet him 2 every week. I'm gonna put a unit on 1 and put another unit on 2. And if he scores 2, then I'll hit big, and if he scores 1, I'll just break even. You know what I mean?
If we're still talking about
it every week.
They play the Dolphins and Jets twice. I mean, so there's 4 right off the bat that he should
4 wins.
He should eat.
If we're still talking about fantasy, if you want value, I'm at tight end position. I like Noah Fant.
I love it. Love him.
Drew Lock seems like he's really leaning on him. My 2 prop bets that I was high on last week was Noah Fant over 42.5. He hit it within, I think, 1 quarter, something like that. Yeah. 1.5 quarters. And then I don't know if you remember me last week, Poopster. I was just praising Josh Allen rushing yards over 28.5. He hit that shit in the first quarter too. Like I don't know about Josh Allen this week. I guess they're playing the Dolphins. He's at 30 or 32.5 for his rushing yards.
Hammer it. I'm going to put together another. You guys are listen, and it's Jake Allen. I thought it was the quarterback.
No, that was the joke.
That's the joke. Okay, gotcha.
I said Jake Allen at first because I messed up, and that's the that was a goalie for the St. Louis Blues. And then somebody said Josh Allen, and then we just started joking and saying it was Jake Allen the rest of the day, just to be idiots and be funny. So yeah, right. Jake Allen. You guys got Jake Allen rushing yards. I love it. Even him at a touchdown. Let's see what he is for a touchdown today.
Did he get one last week? He didn't get one.
Oh yeah, yep, he got one last week.
Did he?
Yeah, he's one of the biggest touchdown scorers in terms of rushing touchdowns for QBs outside of probably Cam Newton. He is plus 150 to be an anytime touchdown scorer.
Like it.
I also had a great little prop builder that I did last week. And I had Jake Allen rushing yards. I had Josh Allen rushing yards. I had him over, I think I had him over 1.5 touchdowns too thrown. And then I had oh God, who was it? It was somebody else from another game. And I hit that 3-teamer. It felt really good. It was somebody with yards. I think, yeah. I can't remember what it was. I have to look it up. But no, I like Buffalo's offense is pretty solid. Again, I don't know if I mentioned it. I like Zach Moss over 39.5 yards this week. I think they really start getting him in, and that's rushing yards. I think they start working him into the equation a little bit more. I think they really liked what he could do last week. They used him in the red zone a lot. I even saw them throwing passes at him too. A couple times that they were just bad passes that were in good coverage, and there was just no pickup, but he was the target. So I think they're really going to try and get him involved. I think he is who they're going to try and shift towards in terms of the running. I think they like Devin Singletary, but I think he's going to start shifting more to a pass catcher back rather than, because he's smaller and a little bit quicker. So they're going to have that thunder lightning combo, and I think you'll see Zach Moss start to take over more on early downs, because that man was, if you watched him last year, he was a beast for Utah. You're talking about yards after contact. I think he was one of the highest running backs with yards after contact in the whole CFB last year, and he would just run over teams. So I like him. Maybe that's just me being I don't even know what to tell you, like just a fanboy of Zach Moss. So I would take him over 39 yards.
How many yards did Jake Allen get last week? Because his fucking goddamn, I'm looking at his props now, and they've got it set high. I mean, you can get 39 plus yards for minus 143, dude. Jesus Christ. I mean, how many is he going to get? Is he going to get 50 plus? You can get
his rushing yards.
Plus.
His rushing yards for me on FanDuel are 36.5. Like I said, they're going to make you eat juice on those prop builders.
For sure.
I can tell you, he was their leading rusher last week. He got 57 rushing yards last week. So, and that is not uncommon for him. I will say that.
No, you're right, because his accuracy is terrible. He's not a great passer.
All right, well, I'm just gonna live it. I'm living and dying on my wide receiver prop parlay. I think that
yeah.
I can't see that shit missing, dude. I just can't.
But if you got,
I'm not gonna go heavy on it. But I'm probably gonna do 2 units and 2 units on Adams with Jones and Adams with Cooper, and then probably Adams with maybe Ridley or Gage or whoever they fucking like. Just spread it around.
Yeah.
That's actually what I'm doing right now. That's why I'm just listening to you guys. But
yeah, I'm putting one. I'm trying to put one together too. I took Steve's suggestion and Moss is over 40 yards. I'm going to take Cam anytime touchdown. And I'm going to take yours, Adams over what is it? Over on yards or over on receptions? What do you like there?
Receptions.
Okay. So if you want, I mean, I don't know.
But receptions prefers.
I would be worried about putting Moss in a parlay like that, in the sense that I wouldn't want him ruining a parlay. I think that would be a regular bet. If you want to, like, my safer player prop is either, again, I mentioned this before, is either Dalvin Cook or Alvin Kamara, anytime touchdown scores. What we got, Kamara was minus 105. Like, how can you not take that?
Okay.
Yeah, or like I said, Dalvin Cook. I don't see how he doesn't score a touchdown today. Let's see what are his odds. His odds are minus 120. So.
Well, you were right, because they've got this shit juice. Listen to this. Lazard's receptions over. If you want anything decent on odds, you got to go 5+. Valdez Scantling, you got to go 3+, and but with fucking Devontae Adams, you got to go 9+ just to get a decent line. What do you like there, Jay?
Well, that's what I said. Is they're giving you, they're going to let you pay for the convenience of building whatever you want.
I just found Russell Gage over 4.5 plus 125.
Ew, who is Russell Gage?
That is he's the wide receiver for the Falcons. He had 12 targets last year.
Yeah, I mean, he did. He got a lot of looks.
He had 9 receptions and 12 targets last week, and they set his over at 4.5 for receptions. I mean, I'm not going to hammer it, but it's definitely getting a unit. Definitely getting a unit. Dude, Atlanta's going to throw a lot this year. Atlanta's going to throw 800 times, I think. Matt Ryan's not going to have a fucking arm at the end of this year. They have no point but to. They have no choice but to throw. Like they're unless Todd Gurley turns into Todd Gurley from 2 years ago, they're going to throw a lot.
I'm with you. I agree.
Yeah, Todd Gurley's dead now, man. That guy is You guys beat the fuck up. For lack of better words. He is days.
All right, guys, we
The
got like
Rams
10 minutes.
literally they used that
let's
man
wrap
like a
this up.
Russian hooker. They banged and beat the shit out of him until he wasn't useful anymore, and they fucking threw him away.
Let's wrap this up because I got to throw these in and I can't focus on both. I'm having
Real
trouble
quick
focusing on
before
both.
we get out of here, what do you Lamar Jackson's rushing yards, you got to play 60 plus to get decent odds. Do you think he goes 60 plus?
Yikes.
not my favorite
That's
bet.
a lot of fucking yards, man. That's why I
It's
said
anybody-
He's
They just
game
don't-
for
they don't give
he's
you-
game for 100 at any time. So, but no, that's not my favorite thing.
Ben is asking us about the Cowboys game.
Mhm.
He
All
said,
the points, all the
oh no,
points
he
in
just
the world.
you can run. He said you can run on the Cowboys. So, I mean, I still sure you can run on the Cowboys, but I'm still not putting much faith in Todd Gurley. That's just me. Yeah, I would look for
Devontae
Matt
Adams.
Ryan to do what Matt Ryan does every year. Man fucking throws the ball, and then you know what he does? He throws the ball some more. It's pretty simple.
I tend to agree there. I'm just going to take Devontae Adams to get a touchdown, man. These receptions are fucking unreal, man. I'm going to take that, and I'm going to take Thielen to get a touchdown, and I'm going to take Alvin Kamara to get a touchdown, and I'm going to take Cam Newton to get a touchdown. That's going to be my 4 touchdown prop for the day. That's Poopster's special. Jump on it and fucking get in and get you some money. Those 4 right there.
Here's a great value player. You ready for this one? Matt Ryan, over 2.5 passing touchdowns, plus 150. I wouldn't
Yeah, I
bet your
like
roll
that.
on it, but for plus 150, Matt Ryan throwing touchdowns. I don't know how many 3 touchdown games he's had. Too many to count. So
Okay, so here's what I got. I added Adam Thielen into this. I got Julio Jones over 6.5 receptions, Devontae Adams over 7.5 receptions, and Adam Thielen over 6.5 receptions. And I don't know how that doesn't clear.
That's probably just free money. You probably just gave everybody just free money.
I don't use the L word, but it's fucking
No,
pretty
don't
close.
use that word. Don't use that word. But okay. Well, that's
I'm sorry. Thielen's 5.5. My bad, not 6.5.
That's even better. So that's Chase's L word for the week. Mine's going to be, like I said, the touchdown prop. I'm taking Cam. I'm taking Devontae Adams. I'm taking Adam Thielen, and I'm taking Alvin Kamara from Steve. And I'm going to book that, and that's probably going to be about a 10-1 odds, 12-1 odds, something like that.
where was my
Mine is
last?
4-1. That parlay pays 4-1, by the way.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so let me see if we can do this. I'll give you my parlay here. Where's this last one? I'm trying to get odds for you guys here. Shit. Where the hell is he? Well, regardless, my parlay is going to be what I was talking about earlier. I got Cook for a touchdown, Kamara for a touchdown, and then, I mean, I guess for fuck's sake, why don't we just throw in, if we do want to do a touchdown prop, we'll throw in Christian McCaffrey in there. Can I not? Why is this? FanDuel's not updating my odds here. It's only showing me. Oh, there we go. So that's for those 3. It's plus 523 on FanDuel right now. So 5-1 odds on 3 of my favorites to score touchdowns this week. And McCaffrey, just because he's fucking Christian McCaffrey, and then the other 2 are obviously they're not always game dependent, but I love Kamara against the shitty Raiders, and then Dalvin Cook is just going to run all over the Colts. So I mean, you could even take Cook maybe at 72.5 yards. The only problem with that one that I see is that if Madison takes too many touches from him, like he did last week, he took some really good touches and scooped up about 50 or 60 yards from him. So that'd be my only worry about his yardage, is that they might split the duties in terms of they have a great back in Madison, and I think they don't want to wear out Dalvin Cook too much in the sense of like, they don't want to run him dry like the Rams did to Todd Gurley. So if they have a reliable backup on that, they're going to give him some more snaps and at least keep Cook as fresh as they can. So I would take him for a touchdown. I don't know about the over yards. And those are my picks. And again, for what regular game lines, I think my favorite pick is, I mean, Vikings plus 3.5. You could take that as your insurance, but I still like them on the money line.
Yeah, I have a small little thing on the Vikings money line, but I'm biased, so.
Yeah, I'm not biased. I'm not a Vikings fan, so I stayed away from talking about my favorite team this week, the Steelers, but I think they come out and roll the Broncos at home. Oh, look, here I am talking about them. Ben Roethlisberger, quarterback. Great. It's a tale of two Bens, home Ben versus away Ben, and home Ben is just Hall of Fame echelon. Away Ben is just very good quarterback.
Yeah.
So,
Buckethead, man. It's frustrating watching him play, man. It really is.
I think he comes out and has a big game. He's going to have a statement game today to show that he's still got it. Coming back after a year's worth of injury, he just got his first real game time minutes, and you saw last week against the Giants, he only got better as the game went on.
Yep.
You just kept moving on. He just kept getting better, and I think he didn't have any preseason or anything to really work out and get some of the kinks out because he hasn't played in a year. But I think he's going to come out firing this week. So look for Juju Smith-Schuster too for a touchdown.
There's a lot of props out there, man. That's
I mean, props are infinite for sure.
I've had my trigger finger. I had to, put that bitch down because a lot of things, like I just said, Russell Gage. I didn't even put Russell Gage in. I'm gonna probably regret
you gotta slow down with props. There's just too many.
Vikings team total, first half team total is 9.5. Sounds like and High Rolling suggested that, that sounds like easy, doesn't it?
It depends on. I prefer to bet on second half team totals sometimes, like live, because you want to see how the game kind of starts out. Because sometimes the game pace, it just doesn't start fast.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't, it just gives you a better line on the overall team total, or they dumb down the second half team total potentially. So you just for some of those bets, I prefer to watch the live action. But there are a few games where I like the first quarter lines on some teams for sure. Like, it just all depends.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
With football, there's just too many bets to cover.
Yeah. We got kickoff in 2 minutes. So let's call this a stream.
Yeah, we'll hop back on Discord and we'll be talking to everybody on Discord and be alive in the chat. So yeah, let's get ready for some fucking football, boys.
Best of luck, gentlemen.
Yep, let's get
this money,
guys.
Good stream.